What is up, everyone? Circon here again, guys. Day 15 of the Advent calendar, and it's 50 TP PR or prototype. And if you're gonna buy it with the gold from the in-game store, it's gonna be 9,900 gold. That just gets you the crew to 100% and the missions, and of course the garage slots. Now, this tank is not rare or anything. Isn't it always for sale? Realize this. Let's take a quick peek here. Guess it's not. Okay. There you go. You figured it out. All right, so let's take a look at the tank real quick here. So what are you getting into? It's the Polish premium heavy tank. I believe it came out before the tech tree, right? Yeah, I think so. And the tech tree itself is actually pretty good, turns out, after many months or even years. People are like, oh yeah, Polish heavy is pretty good actually. You will see 1,000,000 60 TPs in ranked, for example, because of the overpowered HE shell on it. To basically pair it with a really good turret, and like just overall the tank is just really well designed, basically. But yeah, the premium heavy tank basically looks a lot like the tier 9, because that's the non-prototype version. And it's actually quite good. You get a tier 9 gun, 218 pen, 245 APCR pen, and 68 HE pen, which is actually kind of nice as well. It has 440 alpha, allowing you to out alpha most of the heavies you're gonna come across at your own tier or lower. And it's a bit derpy, obviously meant for brawling. Shelf velocity of 1,000 on the AP is super nice. It goes up to 1259 on the APCR, and the HE is still 1,007. So that's actually pretty good stats. So 35 top speed, okay. 14 power away is okay. 380 fear range is okay. It's just about okay. But gun depression values, 10, super good. 1500 health, super nice. And the armor is pretty troll, right? It has a really, like, especially the hull is a weird layout. And the fun thing here is that, you know, it is about 240, 215 here, but that's still a lot. And the upper plate is super troll. Like the moment you miss this, you're hitting 260, 300. Like it's pretty crazy. And obviously the lower plate is weaker at 175. It is weak, but it's pretty low to the ground. If you look at it from a visual standpoint, I mean, that's pretty low to the ground, especially because, well, at least frontally, you have 8 degrees of gun depression, so you can kind of hide that lower plate and still shoot things, right? You can imagine the ridgeline here, or even here if you have a really good ridgeline and you only show your turret. So it has 8 degrees gun depression frontally, and then very quickly on the sides, roughly here, it gets 10. So it gets 10 all around here, and then the engine neck fucks it up, and then it goes to 4. 10, and then 8. So frontally 8, sideways 10. I mean, this is really nice still. Gonna be super useful during your games, obviously. And overall, I think it's a good all-rounder. I think it's a lot more troll than people think it is. And while you not see these a lot, I kind of feel like that's an advantage, because people don't know really how to play against it too much. And it does slap, right? You have 1900 DPM base with 440 alpha, but that's base DPM. So if you fully kit it out with all the specials, like you get the food, you get the vents, you get the bounty gun rammer, you get the birds and arms, you go all the way up to 2400 DPM, which is not like record setting, but that's pretty good, especially for the 440 alpha again. With this setup, you don't have full view range, but like I said, this is more meant for brawling. All in all, you could switch out the vents and go full bounty optics, which will give you more than enough view range. And this could be a play because the turret armor is strong, so peeking on hills and stuff like this with extra view range is something you can definitely do. I would never stray away from the gun rammer or verse saps though, because the DPM is too low to step away from the gun rammer, and the gun is too wonky to step away from the verse snaps. So always go with those two. The only choice you have really is vents and optics. This is not one of those things where you can really meme around with like a turbo or something. Well, you could. You know, you could always do it. You could always, let's see, I'll go. Turbo, 39. I mean, 39. It's, you know, maybe a play actually. But, you know, if you wanna play it more seriously, you gotta go with vents. Or optics. But hey, I might even try out the turbo. Why not? Turbo all the things is my new way. So I actually compared it to the tier 9 as well here, which is basically the same thing, but not the prototype. And you can see the hull is pretty similar, but you know, obviously they're going to be pretty damn similar if one is the prototype of one another. But you can see it's not that bad, right? Like even compared to the tier 9, the tier 8 premium is showing up pretty well. Like the tier 9 is just better. It gets 500 more health for one. But, you know, it's not that bad. I actually think this prototype is worth it. And it might not be the rarest tank, but if you were considering getting it, might as well get it now with the missions. And yeah, that's about it. That is the 50 TP prototype. And that was day 15 of the advent calendar. I'm always hoping for something rare. Someone in the comment section yesterday said of Cloud Expander. That would be really cool. I would love that. Yes, please. Yes, please. I want more tier 7 premiums. I feel like I'm the only person that plays World Tanks that likes tier 7 premiums. Give me more of those. Anyway, see you guys tomorrow for day 16. Thanks for hanging out. Peace out.